Stop motion is a fairly straightforward animation technique. It's been used by mainstream Hollywood for over 100 years. It's the simple process of photographing an object and then manipulating that object between individual photographs and playing them at a frame rate high enough so that you can create the illusion of movement. Now, the stop motion that I'm currently working on, I started right after I graduated from high school. My brother, he had made a stop motion when he was in high school for a school project. And I had all this free time on my hands, and so I thought, I'll make a stop motion with Lego Star Wars, and I'll work on it every single day for a year, and within a year I'll have a really awesome video that I can show to people and that I can brag about. And that was in 2015, and I'm still not done with it. When I started filming my movie, I was out in my mom's photography studio, and I worked out in there for about 2 years. I went up to my old high school and I stole 3 buckets worth of sand from the high school's long jump pits down by the track, and I used that to create the desert setting of the stop motion film. Once I started experimenting with explosives in the studio, my mom kicked me out, and now I'm here. This is the current set at the moment. It's also where I'm sleeping. The equipment that I use for this is pretty straightforward. I just use the Canon 70D camera for the photography. I use a remote shutter to take the photographs. I realized that pressing down the button on the camera to take the individual photographs would create really shaky footage, so the remote control makes it smooth and steady. I bought a slider at F11 for 70 bucks that I use to create tracking shots. I bought the lights at Home Depot for 50 bucks. The lights get really hot. There's one day that I was working on it and one of the lights tipped over and actually lit part of the set on fire. That was a really bad day. I've been using the green screen and blue screen since I started this to create the, sort of Star Wars style backdrops for my movie. I realized that if I photographed, 8 or 9 things individually in front of a green screen, that I could combine them all together to make one shot, and it looks a lot better. It's taken about 5 years to get this far, 5 years to get through half the footage that I wanted to shoot, that I planned on shooting when I started out. So hopefully within the next 5 years, around 2025, it'll be done. I hope it's good. I don't know if it will be or not, but hopefully it turns out okay. And yeah, that's all I got.